Our guest here is Mr. Madan Babu Jagannathan, Hindu, 31 years old.
Hello, Brother Ali. Good evening to you. My name is Madan Babu Jagannathan. My religion is Hindu. And I've been invited my friend today. I'm glad to be here. This is my first time. I'd like to ask a question to you. Is eating non-vegetarian food is a sin or not? Some people say the creatures like chicken, mutton, all those are not for humans. Some people say they are created for us. So I'd like to know whether eating them is sin or not. Thank you.
You're welcome, Brother Madan. I will not answer you now from the Bible only. I'll give you some things to consider about and the environment that surrounds us here on earth. Our existence depends very much on our environment. Whether it be our necessity for food, for air, and nutrients, influences around nature. Everything we need is supplied by God. We will not live without oxygen. But oxygen is not enough for us to live. We also need other things in nature other than oxygen. Sunlight is a very vital factor for life. Without the heat of the sun, we will all die. Without the rays of the sun that brings us some invisible force and effect, which turn the largest organ of our body, our skin, when exposed to sunlight, will produce a very important vitamin, especially vitamin D3. Brother Madan, we need the sun in order to survive. We cannot survive all throughout those years without the sun shining upon us. We need very much the sun. Now, it is not only the sun, the air we need. All this maintain life. What is the reason for God to create snakes, pigs, insects, animals, birds, etc.? What is the reason? Just to live like that? God surely have a reason for the creation of everything around us. And it can be understood by His words in the Bible. In the book of Genesis chapter 9, verse 1 onwards, it says,
And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things.
See that, Brother Madan? God pronounced His will to Noah after the great deluge. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. I understand that Hindus do eat herbs, vegetables, fruits. It is one, or those things are included for us to live. But you cannot forgo the fact that God pronounced to Noah many millennia ago, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. So it is not only being vegetarian that we must live. We can live also eating herbs and eating meat of every moving thing that liveth, whether it be in the sea or the fishes in the sea, the fowls of the air, and the animals in land. It is very clearly mentioned in chapter 9, verse 2. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, and upon all the moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hands are they delivered. It is a power that God gives Noah and the entire human race to live and to be sustained by everything that moveth, every animal. It can be insect also. Remember that John the Baptist was sustained by diet of locusts and honey in the book of Matthew, chapter 3, verse 4.
And the same John had his raiment of camel's hair, and a leather girdle about his loins, and his meat was locust and wild honey.
Locust is not an animal. It's not a fish. It's an insect. So everything that moveth, God pronounced to Noah, shall be meat for you, as also the green herbs I have given you. So you do not only subsist on vegetables and herbs and fruits, but we can eat anything that moves. And we have a choice of a wide variety of things. For example, there are 3 or 4 of you who must eat. You can choose a little animal or a little bird, like a chicken. But if there is a company of you that will eat, you can choose an ostrich or a larger bird. No? If you only have about 10 or 20 people, you can butcher a pig to eat. But if there are more people, you can butcher a greater or a bigger animal, like a cow or a carabao, to sustain. Because they are not prohibited by God. Even from the time of Adam and Eve. If we go much, much further than the time of Noah, let us read in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28, God's pronouncement to Adam and Eve.
And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so.
It is not only herb that he gave to Adam and Eve. He pronounced even as early as the time of Adam and Eve, when people are not accustomed to eating meat, God said, every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and everything that creepeth upon the earth, I have given you, as I have given you also every green herb for meat. That is very clear instruction from the Creator of life on earth. Everything that we need is on the earth. Nothing is wanting. But to prohibit, like what the vegetarians are doing, it is a doctrine that is foreign in the Bible. It is not from the Bible that you should only eat a vegetable, and if you eat animals or other things that have life, it is a sin. That is not only unbiblical, it is also stupid. Because if you say, because they have life, even herbs have life. What we can learn on earth and in our existence on earth, that something must die for another thing to live or survive. For example, a lion will eat a deer. A deer must die for the lion to survive. It may sound cruel to others, but it is full of wisdom. For example, when a lion is chasing an herd of deer or goats or sheep, if the lion is chasing something for food, all these animals will run at the top of their power or their speed. They will run, but eventually the lion will catch one. And what will be caught? Those that are slow, that are defective, which cannot run as fast as they can, will be the victim of the lion. That is God's way of making, for the generations to come, choosing only the fittest, survival of the fittest, and the elimination of the unfit. That is in the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, I do not include the human family. In the animal kingdom, the rule, survival of the fittest and the elimination of the unfit. If a lion is chasing a group or a flock of maybe goats, those that can run very swiftly, which have no body defects or which is not sick, can run as fast as they can so that they can evade the attack of the lion. But those who are weak will be caught by the lion for the lion to survive. It may sound cruel, naturally, but it is God's way of maintaining the health of the next generation of goats or deer by using the lion as an instrument of eliminating those who are unfit. Like, for example, in the jungle, wherein there is no cleaner. If an animal die of sickness, you cannot find lion eating dead animals. They only want live animals. Lions, tigers, leopards do not eat dead animals. But God intentionally have created vultures to clean the forest and the wild. Why? Because if that dead animal carcass will be eaten by other animals, it will spread diseases like the dangerous anthrax. But God destined a garbage collector within the forest or in the wild. Vultures, with the kind of bacteria they have in their system, can kill even the dreadest of bacteria and disease-causing bacteria, in order that all those dangerous carcasses of dead animals in the forest will be cleaned. And there are what we call scavengers for those. One of them are the vultures. That's why, brother, everything is designed to exist. God wants them to exist. And we people were given the power and delivered unto our hands every moving thing that creepeth upon the earth, that moves on the earth, in the sea also. So we may sustain life by eating fish, by eating shrimps, by eating plants in the sea. They are very much needed by the body. And all those living things that live around us can serve us by the will of God for our food. I hope you understand that there is no sin because it is not against God's will. Sin is transgression to God's law. There is no law that says you must not eat animals or birds. We can eat. The situation warrants. You understand that, Brother Madan?
Yes, I understand. Thanks, Brother Eli.
You're welcome. May God bless you.